there, YouTube. Morning to... Look at Abby. Snow all over her back. Sparky and Danny down there. God, it's so peaceful when it's snowing. But it's 8:30 in the morning. Today's Saturday, March 14th. Yeah, March 14th, 2020. That's peaceful. That's really, really peaceful. I love it when it snows. Absolutely love it. As beautiful as it is, you can tell it's awfully wet. And it's not going to last long. It's not supposed to, but it's a beautiful sight while it's here. So about 4 hours later now, it turns from snow to no snow. Yeah, it bounced up to 38 degrees out here, so yeah, it melted fast. But it was about the same as yesterday. It got up to, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches. But you could tell it was wet snow. It'd have probably been deeper if it was a drier snow. It would have stacked a lot better. Or, you know, it'd have fluffed more. It was stacking. But anyway, snowed 2 mornings in a row. That was kind of cool. At least I can say I seen snow already in 2020. Let's go play with that Daymaker on the iron. That sounds like something fun to do. Check her out. Oh, the worst hurdle to overcome is how I'm going to do this. I don't really want to pull the truck out fired up just to take it out of the way, because we have no plans of going anywhere. We're thinking about hitting the store and seeing what was there, hitting stores, but friends, family, co-workers and whatever's posting all the shelves are empty and it's like a freak show everywhere, so we're gonna forego that today. We'll survive. There's nothing we're getting close to being out of except for toilet paper. But yeah, push comes to shove. Paper towels and other things will work. So anyway, I think I'll just move the Spyder. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got this rack. I still haven't decided what to do with the rack. So every time I take the BMW or the Spyder out, I gotta move everything around. But there she is right there in the box. These are some T-handles I got from work. I had a nice, you know, the cruise tools, the different cruise tools, the BMW toolkit and all that stuff I've shown you. I have a set of T-handles from that company, and that was in the toolbox that Ryan asked if he could borrow for a while. That was about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Whenever it was he moved out. And yeah, I've never seen them T-handles again. Then I have a Koa set of T-handles that are at work. Koa is it's kind of like the Snap-on of Japan. These are, I mean, they're just budget. You can see the crudeness in how they're made. But man, T-handles work really, really well. I'm a huge T-handle user. I've got you know, the ones with the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch that you just put the different sockets on, but it's just so nice to have a T-handle with the size already on it. You just grab a different T-handle. There's the old grinder I got the other day. Kelly really likes it. She goes, "Oh man, all the things I can do with that." What in the world? That woman has stocked up on. Well, I can tell you one thing: we're not going to freeze as long as we got electricity to run the pellet stove. But anyway, she's talking about all the stuff she can use this thing for. But anyway, let's play with this thing here right quick. Quit messing around out here. So one of the things I was thinking of is taking the iron and run the headlight, turn the bike on, put it on high beam. It's not in the same spot. I'll just mark the wall again, wherever that is. But turn the lights off in here and manually adjust the camera so you can so that both will be the same. I'll just manually expose everything and leave everything in the same settings, and take another picture with the LED installed. Let's see what that's like. Okay, so I took a picture looking from the top of the cowling when it was on to the wall with the lights off, and then standing just off to the side looking at the beam, how it's hitting the wall. So I'll bring those comparisons up when we get to that. There's the stock beam. There's the LED. The installation is pretty self-explanatory. Instead of plugging it into the bulb, you're gonna use the cord and plug that into that receptacle of the coupler in the headlight. Pretty straightforward. Let's get her in there. Well, you guys ready? There she is, mounted. What do you think of that? That's pretty dang cool. Heck yeah. Let me pop the cowling back on and we'll do a comparison photo of it here right quick. Crap. I guess it worked. I've already got myself pulled over. But in all seriousness. So I turned the thing on and I think it sets a little higher. The aim is a little higher. I'm thinking, Smoak, sometimes you need your head examined. Why didn't I check that before I put the cowling on? It's only 3 screws, just takes a second to take off. But I don't know if I showed you guys what it looked like with the stock headlight. Going 2 different directions there at the same time. That may not look like much to you. Turn my buzzing old-fashioned fluorescence off here. But the difference is substantial. So while you're looking at that, I'm gonna flash 4 pictures at you, a close-up and a back here at the bike of the stock headlight, and then a close-up and back here by the bike of this. So look at these photos. So yeah, huge difference. I mean, the cast. I mean, look how bright this is over here. Of course, the camera is just going to auto adjust to it. But that is nuts. How bright that thing is. The reason I think it's going to be too high is haven't remarked the wall so you can see it, but the low beam looks like it's sitting about where high beam should be. But I'll check all that out. That's pretty dang cool, huh? Look at the light going off to the sides and stuff. The other one was just like this dead beam going across there. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna have to, seriously, I'm gonna have to go for a night ride to check this thing out. Heck yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with that. I'm all about that blacked out background, you know, where everything is, you know, chromed background, you know, like that. Definitely not a Daymaker on there. That is a stock dual bulb halogen. But you know, oddly enough, and don't get me wrong, the Daymaker would be the bee's knees on that street glide. A guy that was on an Iron 883 with us on the Yellowstone run had the Harley Daymaker on his 2016 Iron 883, and he clearly had the brightest lights, widest spread, just beautiful light. He had the best light of all the bikes out there. That was really, really impressive. It looks like I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, even though that's not the Harley branded one. Dude, I could not be happier. The difference in light over that stock. That thing reminds me of a can. You know, do you ever seen the old bikes that had the little, I think it was a gas, or not bikes, maybe the bikes, I think the bikes had them too. But the old cars that literally had the little gas light way back. I mean, way back, like the beginning of cars. That yellow old light they had, like the old seal beams and stuff, and in cars, the only lights we had. That's what this reminds me of. It was very warm or yellow light. That is super, super cool. Vetter, I know I've thanked you about 100 times already, but once again, thank you immensely. That is so freaking cool. I can't wait to ride this thing at night. This thing's horrible, and since that light has been dipped down on the few occasions I've been, I generally don't go anywhere. I'm out in the dark on this thing unless I just get caught out somewhere, and that's pretty rare. Because usually it's summertime when I'm riding, the days are long. If you're not home by dark, you're almost home at midnight, literally. But yeah, when I have got caught in the dark, like getting those early spring, late fall rides, and it's easy to come back dark in those times. Even the high beam was sitting about where the low beam should be. It was just, even when the high beam worked, it wasn't very good. It's just a, what is it, 5 1/4 inch headlight. It's small. That thing's tiny. But man, super pumped. Dadgum, haven't done any mod on this iron since I think the last one I did was, actually I had the fairing on first. The last thing I did was those rush mufflers. Can you believe that? I did I overfilled the oil by mistake. If you run these things down the highway, the oil level needs to be halfway on the stick. And I rode to work and back, and I'm humming along 80 plus miles an hour, keeping with traffic. And I come back, and there's like this sprinkle mist of oil. Well, the way the stock air filter, the breathers go into the stock air filter, just soaked it. And then it was coming out the seam, because it's a sealed up air box when they're stock. So Chris, service manager, was at the local Harley shop, the one closest to us, and he calls. He goes, "Hey, Smoak, I'm at the Harley shop." And he goes, "Weren't you saying something about an air filter?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "They have a stage 1 air filter. I think it was like $11 more. They had it on sale." So that's how I ended up with the stage 1. Put that on, and the intake made considerably more noise than the exhaust. And I just got back from doing the Utah run with all the boys, and Strip Bolt had his new at the time Street Glide, and he had Rush mufflers on there, and I was so impressed with them, especially the sound, that I bought a set of those and put those on. I put the shocks on almost right away. Then I had that little Vetter fly screen, or National Cycle fly screen on there, and then got this and put that on. So yeah, the last thing I done, I think, was those mufflers. Other than that, she's stock. I have no complaints. I have no desires to do anything to them. Years ago, I was going to put the 1200 kit on there, and then I've gone through, 3 1200 since I've had this thing, and going back and forth. I just like the 883 being what it is. I'm just super happy just the way that thing runs. Heck no, she ain't as fast as a 1200, not by a long shot, but I don't care. It's my Iron 883, and that's how she's going to stay. It's absolutely shocking. When our electricity bill's high is what it is. And this thing is crazy insulated, this shop. But I've been going in and out of the door. Everybody's in their happy little homes. I'm sure like it now. The way the iron sits, I'm going, what the heck? I'm hiding my Daymaker on there. That does look really good on the iron. I'm super pumped about that. She's looking aight. Good old iron. Wait till I get a date I can take that out for the first ride of 2020. It's coming. Of course, it looks, first part of the week when I'm at work, that's when it's going to be all beautiful again. But that's the way it goes. Alrighty. Daymaker install. Very happy about that. So, in Winlock, that IGA grocery store that I always pass when I leave, well, I don't always go past it, but anyway, I guess the shelves are just emptied out, and somebody that's from around there or works there says 90% of the people that came in and just like took grocery carts out aren't even from around here, all the way up into the Seattle area. So somebody ratted a little small store out and says, hey, check the little small stores. They're still stocked. Nobody's running them. Well, like I mentioned that yesterday, didn't take long for that secret to get out. So everybody, all the local people are very upset. I gotta say, Kelly and I aren't too happy about that either. You know, you go to a small town, so you have a small town life, and then you have all these scumbags coming from all over because they're freaking out, and cleaned out all our stores. So the Red Apple, which is also an IGA, it's cleaned out, and the Winlock one, no sense in even going to them. Everything's gone. Well, hello there, YouTube. Look at this, out in the daylight. I still think we're about an hour before sunset, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's up there. But it's kind of cloudy and it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold, it's wet. I don't know if we're getting any more snow. There's little patches of blue sky you can see here and there. That's cool.
Yeah, like that.
So how'd you guys like the difference in that dadgum LED, that Daymaker?
Boy, that is huge.
That is crazy. So I'll have to show Ryan, or point him towards this video or something. He needs to get himself one of those for his 48.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went with that tinted screen. It's I don't know how to explain the shield. I see a lot that look like that on Harleys. People do them on the they buy the Road King specials that doesn't come with a shield. I see them on them. It looks like one of those. We have that on his Sportster because he was riding it back and forth to work, and you know what a nightmare going down I-5 northbound in the summertime is.
Yeah.
He goes, Pops, I just can't handle the wind blast. I said, that is like, nobody can handle that wind blast.
Yeah, that is not fun.
Yeah. But anyway, you need something more powerful to push through that tinted. He likes the tinted glass on that's covering the headlight, and he just wants something more powerful to push through it. Yeah. Anyway, that's really cool looking. A whole lot cooler than I ever thought it would look. And then the performance out of it is, I hope the video, I haven't looked at any of that, I hope the video portrays just what the difference is between that, that old yellow H4 bulb. You guys remember when H4 was like the coolest thing in motorcycles? Oh my Lord, look how bright it is.
I know. It's crazy how things have changed.
You used to get those old 55 100. You hit the old high beam. Nice. Now you laugh at them.
It's crazy.
Anyway, it's cold out here. It's still 30 something out here.
I know it. It's cold.
So we're going to bounce.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. See you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Hopefully it won't be a snowy morning.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I like the snow in the morning, but when that means the whole day is going to be pretty cold. And everything's soaked. I don't think anything. The sidewalks are starting to dry behind us. That's about it.
Yeah,
I still hear the cars hissing
wet
down the highway. It just makes a mess.
Yep.
All right. Till tomorrow.
Take care.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.